Hi, you're listening to The City of Singles with your guest today, Alyssa Poteet. And she has one crazy hookup story. However, it involves a celebrity. And as we do not want to get a lawsuit on our hands, we had to bleep their name. Should be a fun time. Enjoy. And we're recording.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to the City of Singles. This is your hosts, Chelsea Beller and
Andrew Landry.
And today our guest is
Alyssa Poteet. Hello.
Alyssa Poteet. Hello and welcome.
Thank you. I feel so welcome.
How's it going? You got wine.
I do. I'm not going to whine about it.
You're in your sweatpants.
Yeah. It's like, do I need to be pretty for this? You're like, come home.
Oh, no. I was like, you're looking home. I was like, it's a podcast. You don't need to be pretty for this.
Thank you.
I'm going to be, but no one else has to be.
Well, some people say, like, oh, let's do my podcast. And then you show up, and there's, like, 5 different high-def cameras.
Ew.
I'm like, oh, I wish I showered. Good thing you can't smell a podcast.
Yeah, for real. Listeners, it smells disgusting here.
Yeah, because Drew took his shoes off.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Well, I even asked permission first. I was like, this is a shoes off friendship now, right?
Yeah, we're at that level.
Yeah, and now it smells awful.
Yeah,
but also your cat keeps trying to fuck my shoe.
Really?
It really does.
Yeah, he has a thing for it. He'll look me right in the eye.
That has to be simulating a very wide set cat for that to be even simulating anything.
Oh no,
like
I think it's
shoe?
a power move.
It's a power
I think he's doing it to show
Oh, it's
dominance.
for the power. Oh, yeah. I see. It's not
I think
sexual.
he's like, you know I'm in control, right? It never is. It's a power thing.
That's like Jeffrey Epstein. No, Your Honor. It wasn't sexual. It's a power thing.
Yeah. This is the Jeffrey Epstein of cats.
Very successful, very rich, very horny.
That is my cat.
Gross ass cat. But how are you doing, Alyssa?
Yes, let's talk about you.
Oh God, I'm doing well.
You just got back from Chicago, right?
Yeah, just got
stand
back.
Up there?
Yeah. We can repeat the conversation we had just before we started
recording. Let's repeat the conversation.
Absolutely.
Like we didn't have it before we recorded. So So you went to stand up.
I went to stand up. I did Chicago.
I
it
can't
was
talk.
fantastic.
Yeah, you did Chicago and stand up. How was that?
Sexy. No,
it's a sexy town.
It was great. People there, they're just like so excited to drink and laugh.
I started off in Chicago, but I was like too young to do comedy clubs, so I don't really know the scene well.
Yeah, and a lot of people, Chicago does have a good stand-up scene, but I feel like a lot of the normies, they're like, oh, Chicago, one of the best comedy cities. They don't realize it's really an improv city.
Yeah, well, it has Second City.
Yeah, and IO and all that shit.
I took improv classes there, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to do improv.
Why was it? What turned you off improv? I'm curious.
Nothing's me being bad at it. I was like, I don't want to do something I suck at.
But you're still doing stand-up. That's very interesting. Also, this is a swearing-friendly podcast, right?
Fuck no. This is a clean Christian podcast.
Amen.
We talk about abstinence.
Well, we have enough wine for that. So
yeah, exactly. Get the bread.
Where else have you done stand-up?
Oh God, mostly here. Cool. I technically started in Hong Kong. I was like,
wait, what? I didn't know this.
It was very random how it worked out. Yeah, I was a part of this college program where they'll like fly you there and give you a place to stay if you just like work for free. So I was living in Hong Kong for a summer, and then. Excuse me.
We're also a burp-friendly podcast.
Oh, thank God. I figured.
Because of Drew.
Yeah, it has to
because of Drew. Fantastic, because that will not be the last.
Awesome. And when did you come to LA?
I came to LA when I first came out to USC when I was 18. So that was like 5.5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been like a second.
Because I'm trying to remember when I met you.
I'm trying to remember,
I think it was like 2016.
I feel like I've known you forever.
I feel like...
It's just like been in my arsenal of people like, oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
We met, I think, in 2015 or 2016.
So it has been a while.
It's been a while, but then I think, like, we met and we were, like... acquaintances, like we hadn't really talked to, but then at some point we just became friends. I never remember when I become friends with comics. I'm like, they're always just like some random person I see at shows, and then next thing you know, we're just hanging out.
I think it's when you're both at a certain level of drunk at the same time,
I
and
think
you share
that's it.
one too many things, and then the other person happens to remember.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. And now they have dirt on you, so you have to be friends.
It's like, I gotta appease.
You're like, I'm telling everyone your trauma if we don't hang out tonight.
Right. It's one thing if they hear it out of my mouth with a punchline, but if you tell it, then that's a scary thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I forget, are you dating anyone?
I knew you were gonna ask this because I watched. I listened.
It'd be weird if we didn't.
Yeah.
I know.
It is a
we end the podcast. We're like, fuck. Wait, we forgot something.
I am currently seeing someone.
Okay, explain why you said it like that.
Because I don't know. I feel like I'll go through these spells since high school. Like I'll date a dude for 2.5 years, and then I'll be single for 6 months, and I'll just be like a fucking disgusting, filthy animal. But then I'll get shacked up for another 2.5 years. And I was like in the midst of this cycle, and I'm like, I just want to be single for a long time. I just want to focus on me and I'm gonna fit in with all the narcissists here in LA and just focus on me and my art and my bleh and my bleh and my bleh and my dog and whatever.
Yes, queen.
And then I was seeing this. Number one, he's a comic. That's one of the reasons I want to talk about. Not gonna say names. You're keeping it very down low.
His full name
labels
and his address.
I'll tell you who it is, but I don't want
to. Tell me after the podcast.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
Do you want me to mouth it to you?
Yeah. I can't. Hold on. I'm taking out my phone.
I don't know if you know who
Write it in my notes.
Okay.
Hold up.
This is
important to me.
They say exclusivity and scarcity is a good marketing tactic, so you're welcome. People are going to just be drawn in.
Stuff. Yeah.
People are going to do research, try to find out who it is.
Who?
Damn, your phone does not.
The phone wants to keep the secret.
Truly.
Dane Cook? Oh my God. Damn, I don't know him. I remember, this has happened before because I remember months ago we were hanging and we were both. This is why I remember.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know. How do you not know that guy?
Is this still the same guy?
No, different dude.
Oh, because I was going to say, at the time, we were both sleeping with comics, and we're like, oh, I love gossip. and we're like, okay, I'll tell you if you tell me.
Are you a Gemini?
Typical white LA girl asking your zodiac.
I know, and I don't even believe in that shit. I've just been friends with too many LA girls, and now I'm joined the cult.
No, I like that. I like that stuff because I'm trying to bang women in LA, so I have to like that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, I love that stuff. But anyways, at the time. No, because I was like, oh, you were like, okay, you tell me the comic you're banging, I'll tell you. And then neither of us knew the other person. And I'm like, this is so disappointing. I was hoping I'd be like, oh, shit. And then this time I'm disappointed again.
You should be, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's fun. It's going.
Wait, I'm seeing another comic now.
Yeah, tell me.
Wait, I'm writing it in my phone.
Okay.
It's a different one from last time. We sound like scumbags on this podcast.
No, we're not saying their names. We're respecting the people in our field.
So respectful.
This is good.
Let me.
Except if I share any details about these people, like people, who cares?
Yeah, just there's a trillion comics in LA. Do you know her?
Oh, host?
Yeah, that's
right. Yeah. I win.
That's the question.
I know this one.
Finally. It's about the only reason I date comics is hoping I find one Alyssa knows. We finally did it. We made it.
Now you can dump her.
Okay, one time I'm gonna make a call. But okay, so how long have you been hanging with this comic?
Oh, God. See, I kind of woke up and realized it's maybe been like 6 or 7 months. But
wow.
Feel like that. Because we were friends for a long time. When I got back from Hong Kong and started here, the first mic I went to.
While you're talking about him, I'm going to look at the name you wrote because maybe I've met him.
In Facebook, maybe. Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
But then one day I was just like, oh, fuck. Nah, he's cool and he fits all my dimensions for a man sexual partner. And I know for a fact, because I've heard bits about it, that he has a foreskin. I'm team foreskin all the way, baby. We can talk about it. We can PSA this shit.
Oh, but, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then I hit him up, and I was
foreskin. We gotta sell shirts that say that.
Team foreskin.
I got no Wi-Fi, but I'm so determined to find out if I know this dude. Keep going.
But yeah, I just invited him over to bang, and then things got out of hand.
Did you just straight up say, come over and bang?
I was like,
or were you
hey,
more subtle?
Here's the key magic phrase. Well, actually, no, because this can also be innocent. I don't want to give any guys out there the wrong impression.
Well, me, the magic...
But it's like, hey, want to come over and smoke?
For me, it's either you want to come over and drink or you want to come over and watch a movie.
Yeah,
watch a movie
watch a movie is very like middle school, but it's weird because I also do that to girls I'm just friends with.
Right.
Oh,
so it's not like exclusively a try to bang thing.
Oh,
but it is one of the go-to lines.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
But okay, so 6-7 months you've been hanging with him.
Yeah.
And is it getting serious?
Yeah, it's kind of at the point where I feel like, you know, we definitely like each other, and we've had, like, talks or whatever, and he's just kind of like, well, I don't want to, like, just, like, find out he's like, I don't really want to be, like, the girl that I like to be, like, fucking other people, so, like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, that's not what you want, but, like, if you decide to do that, like, I would want to know about it, so I'm just here, like, there's not people, like, a ton of people, actually, there's, I don't know, there's not, like, a ton of people knocking at my door, you know what I mean, so I'm just kind of, like, putting
Alyssa
that off.
came in with 12 guys, by the way,
dude,
for
now
reference.
he's gonna listen to this, and then 12 guys and 38 ladies.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, if I'm seeing someone non-exclusively, my thing is, if you sleep with someone else, there are 2 rules. Just use protection and don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know. As long as it's protected, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's like
Take it to your grave.
I've thought about that because I really like the idea of being in an open relationship. I've never had the pleasure of being in one. I hate that I just said the word pleasure. That made me feel weird and gross. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I think it only works if it's casual. I don't think I could ever be in an open relationship with someone that I, like, love.
No, but see, I think I disagree because I think that's, like, one of the secret that, like, it's not like you need that to have a long-term relationship. Yeah, but if you can, like, transcend your love past, like, jealousy, past, like, the body and simple pleasures. Yeah, but that's just because you're not woke enough, Drew. Get some acid, go to the woods, like, figure your shit out.
Take your sleeping pill and then get woke.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea, give me your phone. Since you have Wi-Fi, I want to look on your phone.
I can give you the Wi-Fi, Drew.
It's going to be very boring for the listeners for you to just give a Wi-Fi password.
Oh, you're going to judge my searches.
Let's see.
Ooh, can we see?
It's just the word black dick on Google 25 times today.
Spelled differently.
You spelled it. You don't know how to spell black dick. It took you 25 tries.
It really did. I have a hard time. A hard time.
Boom. Okay, the moment of truth. I'm seeing it.
I feel like he's gonna listen to this.
Here, you type his name in. This is so. This is so much build up.
So bad.
This is so much build up.
Much build up.
We'll cut all of this out. This is just for me.
My cat is back on your shoes.
Damn it! I don't know him.
I don't want to, like, open up any, like, can of worms for possible friends that could be listening to this, but it's like
no one's listening to this.
It's just my mom.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, your mom, she is banging, but I don't want to give her any ideas.
Yeah. What?
We talked about it on the last episode.
Do you think it's complicated to date a comic?
No, I don't think it has to be. I think it's more worse to date or fuck a friend because then, like, at least in my mind, I always think, like, oh, this will be fine. We're mature. We're adults. But no, because then that happens, and then in the back of my mind there's like tick, 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 tick. When will this relationship that was so good and normal be over and horrible? Like, it's just a ticking time bomb. Yeah.
Most of my friends are girls, and, like, guys won't believe me when they're like, you don't want to bang your friends. And I'm like, no, because maybe this will sound sexist, but, like, there's plenty of hot girls I'm not friends with.
No, exactly.
Like, why wouldn't I go for them?
That's not sexist at all.
It's just, I can get rejected by anyone I want. Why would I choose a friend?
Right, yeah, and it's not like I'm rolling in friends, you know what I mean? It's not like I can afford to lose.
I can't afford to lose another friend.
Yeah, like,
I got, like, 2 friends left.
Yeah,
you think I'm going to ruin those with my dick?
Yeah, the few people that are willing to tolerate me, like,
I feel like with a comic, like, I remember there's this comic I did thing with last year who I was super into, and there were a few reasons why I couldn't work exclusively, but one of them was just, like, I just didn't want to date a comic. I didn't know being too similar, I think, is bad. You gotta be similar enough, but you don't want to date yourself.
Want to be compatible.
Yeah, you gotta be compatible, but not the same.
Exactly.
That's why Drew and I don't date.
Oh, yeah, we're two that we even look
really?
alike.
We're the same
Yeah,
person.
I see you do.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah,
I feel like if you put on the boy filter, like, and you put on the guy filter,
I look like Chelsea photoshopped as a man.
Yeah, not the other way around. Too.
No, I did. Do you remember when everyone was doing, like, the swap gender filter?
Oh,
and I remember all my guy friends, their girl versions of them were hot as shit. I was like, damn. Jeff is looking good. So then I did it on myself, and girl me wasn't hot, and I was like way too upset about it. I was like, this is bullshit.
If Girl Drew was really hot, would you masturbate to Girl Drew?
I masturbate to normal me all the time.
Do you ever masturbate to your tape? I know people that do that sometimes.
Oh my god.
Wait, they're like...
Not like regularly.
Wait. Do you mean like a stand-up tape?
I do mean a stand-up tape.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, I have some pretty good tapes.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
I just
okay,
watched that light bulb go off.
this Eminem joke is pretty funny. No one's in the room. But you actually know people that masturbate to their own tapes? For a second, I thought you
like
meant...
masturbate like more than, but that have, yeah.
Really?
Like just, it's, yeah.
That's incredible.
And I know more people that have masturbated to like comedy crushes, like other people's tapes.
Oh, that's...
Huh.
weird. Like I don't want to jerk off and laugh at the same time.
That's the best part.
I don't want to jerk off and be like, oh, that's a good bit too.
That's
a good punchline.
Like,
first, I thought you meant like their own sex tape, and I was like, there's no way she means her own stand-up tape. But she,
I went straight to stand-up tape.
oh well, I did it first, but then I was like, there's no way that's true. Yeah. Have you ever had a sex tape?
oh, yeah. But the most recent one, that's actually a very...
We actually have it right now. Chelsea, play the tape.
Play the tape, roll the tape. No, actually, funny story about that. The most recent sex tape that was taken was...
Of you?
Yeah, was...
Oh, so you have multiple.
Unbeknownst to my knowledge.
Oh God! Well, that's
Yeah, dude, it was in the sad, dark, horny times, and I hit up this dude on Tinder.
Sad, dark, horny times.
And he seemed down and cool and normal enough, and I invited... I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot, like easy to get scam person. Like, this is such a horrible story. But this dude comes over...
We all have stories like this.
And it's like fine, we smoke, we like go at it, and like it seemed fine or whatever. It was a little bit like, I don't know, whatever. He was weird. He like wanted me to call him daddy a bunch, and then he wanted me to like play with his balls with my feet, and then I was like, yeah, I already had
Well, that's standard.
I was like,
Wait, that's not normal?
What?
Oh, I gotta go.
Regular do that?
I was like, I was good. Like, he like ate me up for a while. I was just like, yeah, sure. If this is what you want, I can just sit back here and lay down and not do anything.
Like get a little foot workout.
Yeah, I can just like twitch my ankle every now and then, and this is doing it for you. Great, fantastic, low energy on my part. Yeah. And then so he hits me up again. He's like, hey, like, you want to hang out again? Like blah blah blah. And I just kind of I wasn't intending to like ghost him forever, but I was kind of just like figuring out what my play was.
Right.
But then, after just like a few hours of not responding, he like sends me this sex tape that he took when he was fucking me from behind. And it's like, I didn't even know he took that. And then I didn't respond to that right away because I'm still like, okay, how do I respond to this?
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to send it like time 2. A third time, a fourth time, just over and over again, and then finally I'm just like, dude, you gotta chill. And then it like flipped a switch, and he's just like, oh, you fucking like stupid ass bitch, and you're fucking whack ass, blah blah blah. After like begging me to hang out,
that's
just
gotta
like
be illegal,
flipped a
right?
switch. No, it gets worse. It gets worse. And he's
It's
like,
worse than that?
he's like, and that's why I stole money from you when you were in the bathroom,
my
blah blah
God.
blah. Yeah, is this not the tone of this podcast?
No,
Is this like a feel good dating podcast?
Oh no, I don't think we've told a single feel good story on this podcast. No, I just feel bad. That's awful.
I'm like
Really sorry
I'm like
about
over
that.
it. Thank you.
So would you say that was your worst sexual experience?
And if it's not, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be. Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Is
That's
there
awful.
a funny sex story or date story that you would like to share?
Ooh. I don't know if it's I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if it'll actually translate as funny, but I think I've told you my celebrity sex story experience.
Yes, you did.
I did.
We're not allowed to say his name, right?
Oh, I had to sign an NDA, but fuck it. If I get sued by for breaking my sex NDA, I'm famous, baby. So.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since you told me that, I can't see without thinking.
Now when I tell people that, I thought it was cool when I told people that, and I'm just like, oh, he's so weird.
Well, it's funny because at the time, like I hated him, and me and my friend Eric have like so many jokes. It sounds so weird and specific, but we straight up have a bunch of inside jokes about how we hate.
Yeah, I fucked him for the record.
Yeah,
for the record.
No one has fucked him since. let's make sure, everyone. There's
You
no
were the
way.
last one.
Yeah, he's an incel now. I just remember the context was this might have been the same night we were talking about the comics we were sleeping with, but we were like talking about our dating lives at the time and people we were seeing, and you were showing. I think you were showing me a picture of some girl you were gonna meet. And I was like, damn, she's hot.
Yeah.
And you're like, I pull. And I was like, yeah. Wait. Because you're like, I pull. I fucked once.
Dude, that's my like pride. I love shading because it makes me, because I'm trying to breed up and I want to make sure everyone knows it. I'm definitely trying to breed up.
How?
So basically, me and my friend basically, we got invited by these, like, full of shit dudes that didn't know what they were talking about to this Oscar after party, and it fell through, and we were already, like, looking forward to going, we're like, fuck, well, we were just kind of, like, in this, like, weird high of, like, no, we're going to an Oscar after party, and then we were, like, Googling, and we found out that this dude named Guy Osseri, who's, like, Madonna's manager or something, was having an Oscar after party. I think this was, like, 2016, I think. Okay. Wow, it's been a long time. Anyways,
Nick said that was before. So it has to be.
Yeah. And so it was on the internet that he was having an Oscar after party, and it didn't say the address, but it did say that the street it was on, and the street was a little cul-de-sac. So we're like, oh, we'll find it.
Oh yeah.
And so we took an Uber down like to the end of the street before, got out, called an Uber black car, Uber to the party.
Oh yeah.
No, that didn't work though. They like saw right through our shit. They're like, "Are you on the like who do you, like? What's your name?" And like, "Oh, you're not on the list." And like, who do you know? And then we froze, and she's like, "Madonna," and they're like, "Get out." So, and it's in like the Hollywood Hills, right, or whatever. And then like we're just kind of like sitting on the curb, defeated. And I see these dudes. They walk straight past us, and they're dressed in like fucking fancy wear and shit. I don't know, and so I just follow these dudes, and they're like, oh, this fucking white girl following us, she's gonna weigh us down. But eventually I infiltrate my way into the group with my charisma and charm. And then we get to the back gate, and it's like there's still like people at the door or whatever, but it's like way less security and whatever than like the front. Oh, very important part of the story that I missed. While we're on the curb, there's these lines of SUVs going back, and one of the windows roll down, and we just hear a voice. You can't see anybody, and she's like, oh, you guys didn't get into the party? Oh, just try harder, right? That's foreshadowing, okay?
Yeah. That was God. You could do this, Alyssa.
But then, so Taylor Swift, I shit you not, pulls up in a huge-ass limo. Sorry, I just didn't have the pick of the litter at the Oscar after party. I'm sure I didn't show up, and everyone didn't just like stop what they were doing to suck my clit. Sorry, Drew.
I'll forgive you.
Sorry, Drew. But anyway, she gets out with like 20 fucking people. So since there was such a bomber of people, we just fucking got in.
You like made it seem like you were in Taylor Swift's crew.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I don't remember. No, this might help what year it is. It was the year that Louis hosted the Oscars.
Louis C.K. hosted the Oscars?
Yeah.
God damn.
Really? I don't remember that.
Or was it Chris Rock and Louis just did like a bit?
Oh, I think, no, Chris Rock hosted, because I remember it was the year where people were angry because it was all white nominees. And Chris Rock hosted
it was
and jokes about it.
Yes, it was that year. But
Louis C.K. just whacked off on stage. He didn't host.
basically. We just couldn't see it at the time.
At least he wasn't at the party.
No, he was at the party.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry to hear
Chris
that.
Chris Rock was at the party. Oh, I mean, it's fine. His dick was away. It was very awkward. I like fangirled and said, like, I was like, oh, I love your stuff. And he just was kind of like, okay. It was very strange. Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio passed me on the way. That was the year he won for the
The Revenant.
Yeah. And he fucking walked past me on the way to the bedroom, and I was like, this is crazy.
Finally won.
And then so I'm jamming out on the dance floor, living my best life, and I just hear behind me, oh shit, you made it in? Where's your friend? And I turn around, and it's fucking
Boom.
Yeah, and so I'm just like chilling with him, whatever, and then out of nowhere he's like, here, take my email, and I'm like, weird move, but okay.
Weird flex.
weird flex. But I guess email, we're talking. I'm a A-list celebrity novice, so I'm Snapchatting the event, and then security immediately finds me and escorts me out. But anyways, I have your email. And so then I emailed him the next day. Randomly, a few weeks later, he just like invited me over to his house, his second home, or whatever.
He has like 4.
I don't fucking know. And I went there, and it was so strange. And he was just, like, asking me, like, all these questions, like, about my parents and about my upbringing. And he was just, like, he's, like, very deadpan, and he's very serious, very, like, I study the theater, like, you know? And then when I mentioned, like, like, how I'm interested in comedy, and then when I said, he was like, immediately like, I don't get humor, I don't tell jokes, I don't laugh at jokes. And I was like, he's the weirdest fucking dude in the whole wide world. Also, no flirt. If you have pussy handed to you on a silver platter your entire life, like, he is no game. It got to the point, because he's like,
he doesn't need it.
He's very vegan, right? And so he has this huge fruit basket, and it had all these, like, really brown bananas in them. And then at one point, he was just like, here, do you want this? With one of the bananas, like, here, do you want this dick-shaped object? This is me trying to insinuate that maybe we should have sex now. Very strange. And I was like, nah, I'm okay. And he was like, do you want to, like, put it in your purse for later? And I was like, nah, I'm not really a big fan of brown bananas. And he was like, what? Is like, there's something wrong with brown bananas. And then me just being like an asshole, I was like, I'm gonna like play the innocent role and this to see how far this weird analogy is gonna go. And I was like, no, brown bananas are cool. Like, I just don't have a bread maker. They're really good banana bread. And they just kind of looked at me like very, very strangely. And eventually did this weird thing where he's like talking about his climb, because he does rock climbing. And he was like, oh yeah, I think I pulled something in my glute. Like, oh, and then I was just like, okay, I'll take this bait. I was like, you know what? I know this great glute massage. Which I do. You know, you ever have someone like put their elbow in like the middle of your ass cheek and like go like this? No, that's like real shit.
It feels so good.
No, it really does. Like that's not even like a sex play. That's just like real shit. But anyways, so we go to his room, and his room is like
the size of my apartment building.
The size of your apartment, and in the middle of it, this thick black like velvet curtain, right? That you can just like throw down the middle. And so we have sex. And the only reason I think I was in this situation, by the way, because I was Googling, I'm like, does have herpes, to see if there was that kind of shit. And then I did see stuff that is like, there were allegations of him just like throwing, not like allegations, but just things were like, oh, he'll throw pool parties for like younger girls, like they've just turned 18, like that kind of stuff. So I think he has like a young girl fetish, and like, look at how young I look, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, I've heard like rumors.
Yeah, so I think that's why I was able to get in there.
Yeah.
And so immediately when it was done, I'm just kind of like on the bed. And then he just kind of, like, gets up. And then, like, before I, like, really turn around and say anything, I just hear him walk away, like, throw the curtain. And then I hear a shower turn on. No, like, hey, good job, high five, like, nothing. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Because I'm just doing this shit for the experience. Like, I was, like, expecting someone to, like, kiss my feet and, like, escort me outside. I'm just like, okay, this is my cue to leave. Like, and I just, like, slowly start putting my clothes on. But then he leaves the bathroom. He's like, you have such a great body. Do you ever feel like sometimes events happen that like put you on a path to meet other people's paths for a reason? And I'm like, whoa, dude, what is your game?
What are you,
so weird. Like, so weird. But then, like, instead of like ending the conversation being like, hey, like, I'm gonna go to bed now, like there's the door, whatever.
Right.
He just like lays down in his bed. like in the middle of this like conversation that he initiated. And then so I'm like, okay, fuck, I may never see this man again. I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity. I literally tucked him in, and then I kissed him on the forehead, and then I left.
You give him like a glass of warm milk. Read him a story.
It was definitely the most interesting sex.
I don't know why, but for some reason that's the weirdest part of the story.
I found it very entertaining. Especially because it's like, that's something that's funny to me. No, but since he's so like, I don't understand humor, I don't understand jokes, I wonder what kind of mind fuck that was. Or if he was just like, yeah, I'm this is how people treat me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's amazing.
And then we hung out one other time. He just gave me life advice, and we didn't have sex. And he called me an Uber home. And it was very strange.
How was the life advice?
It was pretty good, actually. He gave me some...
Be famous.
Be famous. Never act in
No, he just I don't know, because it was before I really even got started doing stand-up, and I had all these ideas. Like, I knew I wanted to get into comedy. And he was like, it's fine, you're young, but like, you got to focus if you want to like do anything at like a good level. Like, you need like have discipline and focus. I can see that he definitely has that in his life. As much as he's like a fucking weirdo, like you can tell he's
he's super successful.
Serious,
he's talented.
You know? And that kind of like rubbed off on me. And now if I write a memoir against probably his will, I'm going to cite him as a mentor. And that's
there you go.
And they'll probably get sued for that, but it's fine.
What a beautiful ending to the story.
Right? Yeah. I really hope he sues me.
That'd be the way to make it in comedy.
Can somebody share this?
I plan on it.
Please tag him in every.
Chelsea's mom, send this to.
Wow. Actually, I don't know.
I'm not just saying this. That's by far the most interesting story ever told on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Every other sex story is like, oh, it came quick one time. You're like, I fuck.
The most impressive part, I like to whip that out with like Yabez and Olivia when like, because they've like heard this story, like they're over it.
I love Yabez and Olivia.
Oh yeah, but they like know all this shit, right? And just to be an asshole sometimes, like they'll be talking about movies and be like, oh yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I'll be like, oh, I'm Eskimo Sisters with Scarlett Johansson, and they'll just like slap me.
We're all getting sued. It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
If you care about me at all, like I know if you're listening to this, I know we haven't talked in quite some time, but it's like if you respect me, if you care about me, please sue the fuck out of me.
Do the right thing.
Sue me.
Do the right thing. What is your Twitter and Instagram, Alyssa?
Complete_Poteet. And then my Twitter is Potweet901. And yeah. But more importantly, if you're a YouTube, Try Harder Sometimes Productions, you can see all my sketches and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Dog Moms, right?
Dog Moms coming soon, yeah.
That's your series with Olivia Hill.
Yes,
and you got your
very
show
big.
with her, Philanthropy
TBD. We just got residency at Sal's the second Wednesday of every month, baby.
Nice.
That's
a different charity every month, depending on what's the most fucked up in our hearts.
Yeah. Come to my monthly show, Mom Spaghetti, at LA Connection Comedy Theater.
I love that show.
Sunday of the month. And my Twitter and Instagram is Mr. Drew Landry.
I'm at Bell's Chels. I don't have any things. That's it. That's my Instagram. So.
All right. Sue us. Thanks for listening, Chelsea's mom.
Thanks, Chelsea's mom.
Love you, Mom.
Chelsea's mom, my number is 847.
Yeah. Call me.
Alyssa, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun.
It was awesome.
It was something.